Hail, bird of prey. 5. Hail, Karuga.
Kapla!
Kapla. Back at you.
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Kiroga. That's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember to tip your waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
If you come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. If you're here to make war, we surrender.
Both good. The important thing is I'm needing new people.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework factory. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. And that means you're going to make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest, with a special pride never written before or since. Tall words, proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Birdo Prey 5 channel. Hail Karoga.
Hello world, it's Birdo Prey 5, Kapla, and it is Wednesday, December 20th, 2023, and this is my first stream since I now know I am suffering from the virus known as RSV, which I'm told stands for really sexy virus. No? Damn Hirogan medical book. Anyway, hello world. John Araki with a 99-cent super poop super sticker. Thank you, my friend. Hello to the chat. So I figured I was going to talk for a bit, and then I will open it up to an open panel discussion. In the meantime, yeah, I might cough. So sorry if that offends you or if it's too loud. I understand. It's not the stream for everyone. John Araki first in the chat says Uno and RSV with hearts. I had to take that damn heart notification away. Easlyn Burkholder says, I suspected it. Bird is a mutiny with superpowers. What does RSV stand for? R superior, B LDG. I'd free the net says good morning. And John Araki says, boo, have a heart. He says, as a mutant, can't type today. You always suspected Bird was a mutant. Schwario says, Kapla, bird of prey. Hope you're feeling better. and the other Uprays are doing well today. Well, Schwario, it's maybe, I don't know so much about Mama Upray. She's pretty much the same, I think. Eastland says hi. Last Sonic A says Kaplaber, Moth, and chat. LDG says loves how the YouTube Karoga. Karoga, it's spelled Caroga. YouTube, take note. John Aragi says, I am also sick like Bird. Lungs and throat are on fire. Oh, I'm so sorry, John. Can Bird say RSV with an Aussie accent? Well, I guess so. Hello, Bird. You sound like Snortapoopus. John Aragi says Bird was removed from the ballot in Colorado too. You know, fucking Colorado. Listen, I get it. You don't like Donald Trump. You don't have to explain to me why you don't like him. I understand why people don't like him. But when you have a state Supreme Court remove somebody from the ballot, having never been convicted of the crime, do you understand how that triggers people? I don't mean triggers in the 2020, I'm going to scream in the airport until I get my way. I mean triggers like I'm going to start a militia. Way. It is completely unconstitutional to do something like that. I mean, Jesus Christ, people. You're making the problem worse. I actually was starting today's stream because earlier today, I felt like a weight was lifted off my shoulders. I was breathing deeply for the first time. I don't know. Honestly, I didn't think it was really for the first time. I thought I was breathing pretty deeply for a while. But it's not that my breathing got better. I'm still coughing, as you can tell. And I still have quite a bunch of phlegm. But something changed this morning. And I just feel like a weight had been lifted from my shoulders. I'm not recovered by any means, but my head just everything seemed quieter. It still does. Something is different. I don't. My blood pressure is higher. It's been, but I'm on prednisone and antibiotic. So who knows? And I felt, well, if it's painful hearing me like this, then leave. I'm sorry. You don't need to stay. I appreciate it. I really do. But I just want to talk. So if you don't want to listen, I get it. We're still friends. I'm not holding it against anybody, but you don't need to stay. Sorry. I appreciate it, but obviously, I know how I sound. I'm sorry. And thank you, Eastland. Yeah, I'm not going to read every comment. Uh, that was not the intent today. Eastland, again, those needing perfect sound quality, leave now. Cody guy, wait, hey, Cody. Rock Solid says, go get some rest. We need you to get better. Rock Solid, I can't rest. I literally, if I could sleep away the day, I would. I've got to stay up right now. I got to get an appetite. I got to eat food because I haven't been eating. I need to eat some breakfast. I need to stay. I've got somebody coming to do a chest x-ray, likely before noon. In fact, they could call at any minute. They might call. They might just show up, but they said they would call. So anytime between now and 4 or 5 hours. In fact, it could be any part of the day, and who knows. But in all likelihood, sometime in the next couple hours. So I can't go to sleep. I slept. I slept a good night. I actually got a decent night's sleep. Dr. Scotty donated $5 super chat. Says, hope you're feeling better soon. We need you at the helm. Thank you, Dr. Scotty. I appreciate that. I intend to retake the helm as soon as I can. Eastland says, nephew O'Prey is not ready to be emperor. Get better. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. And Rock Solid says, the most effective way to take the medication is rectally. Her pickles. Sure. Last son, okay, says my phone is putting out better sound on my end, and I understand the issue on birds. So audio complaint, no audio. I assume he meant no audio complaints from me. Continued prayers for better health. Thank you. Easel's going to disinfect their tablet screen. And Colorado will secede from the union. No, they won't, because we don't allow secession. You know, we fought a war over it once before. I have no doubt we're not going to allow Colorado to leave the union. Maybe we should allow secession, but I would suggest we would set up an amendment to the Constitution to figure out how, what would be needed. For one, I would say a state should have to pay its share of the budget, of the deficit, which unfortunately I think would rule out anyone from actually being able to secede. JP says, good morning. Good morning to Chief. Morning, JP. I don't know if that was to me or not. Is it the God Emperor Radiance? I don't know. Across 0877. I pray for your healing, Brother Bird. I'll pray 5 in Jesus' name. Thank you. Across. Okay. Not one. Rock solid. If people think Bird sounds bad, you should see how I look. A face for radio. And yet you put yourself in all your thumbnails. So can't be that bad. Mr. Big Shot Channel. Stanley says I'm sounding a bit better at least. No, the X-ray is to check for my lungs, not my heart. My heart, it might have grown 3 sizes. They're having you X-rayed. I see right through that. Eastland says Bird encourages me and his mom encourages me. And with respiratory problems, you often can't sleep. Might feel jittery with or without prednisone. Stan Lee says, I actually slept in this morning and woke up. It was already 8. Eastland dreamed of Doctor Who. JP says Colorado will leave and join Canada. Stanley begs to differ. The travelers, let's hope you feel better soon. Thank you, Wes. Stanley takes his eggs over easy. Eastland says, oh, I could cook a steak in it. Anyway. Travelers at work and will lurk. No problem, Wes. Anyway, guys. I was speaking to my doctor this morning, and she said, you'll be okay. You'll be okay. And I was shocked. Like, how does she know I'll be okay? Mom will probably answer, she's your doctor. And I think like, well, it's only RSV. She didn't say only, but she said, you have RSV. You'll be okay. It's going to be miserable, but you'll be okay. I so want to believe that. I really do. but the way she said it kind of worried me a little. But then, I'll be honest, right after that, I don't know. I just feel like it does feel like a weight was lifted. It felt like some part of me turned off. I I don't know if it's worried part or whatever. I feel mm, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It scared me. Like I honestly, it scared me. Mom Oprah and I talked, and got on the same page. Yvette, lovely Yvette. Love to your mom as well. Good morning, Yvette's mom. I hope you're doing better than I am. I think you are. Jedi Bill. Couple up, Jedi Bill. The traveler has a slight head cold. Oh, sorry to hear that, but better than a lot of people. Better than a lot of people. Um, yes, it's still morning here too, Bill, technically. Only 10:30, but for you it's much more morning. I get it. Yvette says, Mom says if the doctor says you're going to be okay, then try your hardest to believe. Yes, I do. But we all know doctors are only right, aren't all that right that often. Uh, I know. So the technique I use to heal myself, but hasn't worked great in a while. Or maybe it's just I only use it just enough and then I forget about it. It involves me closing my eyes, trying to get into a deep state of meditation and calling upon the various healing spots I've been to over my life. And I feel projection, beams, radiance, whatever you want to call it, from these locations. I picture it in my brain, them speeding at me at the speed of light and converging on wherever I am, same place for a long while. And then just letting letting a light, even though I can't see it, it can reach me, whether it's neutrinos or or gamma rays or whatever, or some other dark matter not yet known to man, whatever. And then I tell myself what I need to have healed. But if I don't know what it is I need to have healed, I just have to say, well, I guess it can work with the symptoms, but I really want to cure the disease. Anyway, the places I think about are, well, Caroga, the property. Don't have to still own it, but I've been there and uh, I'll call upon it as needed for its healing powers. It's many years of me going there and the, the memories of friends and family walking behind behind the tractor, following my dad. He would cut the fields, driving the Jeep around through the fields, the many holidays we'd have with family up there, the various weekends. We'd go up with my parents as kids. And then I also call upon the healing powers of Sedona, Arizona, and those places where I first went to Sedona and I had no idea for months after I got home that there was anything special about Sedona that anybody else knew. I just thought it was something weird to me. And then I started like Googling Sedona out of nowhere and like, holy shit. I was like, what is this? The Sedona. I think it was like, I Googled Sedona and things started coming up on the Sedona method. And then all this stuff about crystals in the ground and vortexes and healing powers. And I had never, I just, I was like, oh my God, this makes so much sense. Anyway, so like Sedona is a known vortex site, and the vortexes do various things. One of them is supposedly healing. So I call upon the healing powers of Sedona. Um, uh, and Hawaii. Um, the Unfortunately, Hawaii has been scarred recently this year. All those people in that fire, but I think the powers that the islands have are ancient and long lasting. Yvette says, Bird, mom said being positive as possible helped her. Give it a go. Thank you. John Aragi with $1 super chat. Thank you, John. JP says, if it's gamma rays, you will turn into the Hulk. Eastland says, when I am sick, I do not meditate. I just repeatedly say, I might die. My dog ignores this or licks me. Eastland, I guess it's kind of like meditating. I, I don't know. Sounds a little depressing to me, but if it gets you through it, I'm not going to judge. Uh, the dry air that cures TB, says Soundlight. Oh, Hawaii? Oh, Arizona. Sedona is not desert. Yvette says, Bird, Mom is packing up to be discharged. Woohoo. Never has she opted for 2 weeks at the Ark. She has opted. However, she has opted for 2 weeks at the Ark. It's a one-on-one physio rehabilitation place. Wouldn't be surprised at all with everything we've been through. She was out of there. Very cool. Good luck, Yvette, Mom. Really, really happy to hear it. Stanley says the Northeast might be the worst. It's either humid summer, rainy fall, or freezy, snowy winter. But Sedona sounds nice. It is. It is. It's beautiful. John DeMarco says, greetings, everyone. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you, John. Basco Scenario. Sorry I missed you before. Says, good morning. Hope all is well and to stay strong. Thank you, Basco. So, hold on a second. So, Sedona, I had first, okay, so there was this girl I was into. And she wasn't into me, but whatever. We ended up going for our fraternity to Arizona on a think in the summer. They were having a national conference, and I had been to one national conference as the delegate from my chapter before, but I was going now to as a backup delegate, and basically the backup gets to have all the fun while the regular main delegate has to do all the work. So, being I was backup, I didn't have to attend any meetings or whatever, and so it was me, another dude, and two women. He was into the other girl, I was into this one, but anyway, the point is, we decided, me and the girl decided we were going to drive from Phoenix, which is where the conference was, to the Grand Canyon in a day. And then I guess in fact, it is so ridiculous right now. What I guess we thought we were just going to go up, see the Grand Canyon, come back, because we had our hotel room was in Phoenix. So, like, I don't understand what we were even thought we were going to do. Drive up to the Grand Canyon and drive back directly to Phoenix without sleeping anywhere, without stopping. Because I tell you, You can't do that. And I don't know why we would have left the hotel with any thought that that was something we could do. Anyway, but that was the plan. We set out, we left Phoenix early one morning, and we were going to drive to the Grand Canyon. Now, before we left the hotel, somebody said, "Oh, you should drive through Sedona. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful place." And we're like, "Okay, we'll drive through Sedona on our way to the Grand Canyon." So it's only like 2.5 hours outside of Phoenix is Sedona. And I mean, we're, coming from Long Island, New York City. And so just driving through the deserts. And this was like the year 2000. So the year 2000, Phoenix isn't nearly as built up as it is now. I mean, it was literally a city probably half the size it is today. Anyway, so deserts and then mountains, and we're in a like a Lincoln town car or something, uh, not an SUV, and we get through Sedona, we stop, we look around. It is breathtaking. It is the most beautiful. Actually, we first stopped in Oak Creek because you hit Oak Creek before you hit Sedona. And Oak Creek, you get Bell Rock, Courthouse Butte. It is fucking amazing. Now, it is hot as shit. It is hot as shit. Fucking bugs are dying because it's so hot. We take pictures. There's a fucking bridge that lets you go right up to, take pictures near the bridge. We're engineers, so bridge is cool to us. And we're like, wow, this is spectacular. But then we start driving again north. And then we go up through the mountains. And then there's a canyon. So yeah, we go look in that canyon, Oak Creek Canyon. And then we make it up to Flagstaff. And it's like 7, 8 hours. Now we've been out the road and we've only made it to Flagstaff. And we still think we're going to go to the Grand Canyon and come back all in the day. But I made it to Flagstaff and we decided, oh, let's have some ice cream or whatever. And we pulled over and there was a I think it was a Baskin Robbins. I don't know what. It was a Baskin Robbins or Carvel, some ice cream spot. And I decided to get a chocolate shake. A chocolate shake. Now, here's the thing. There was only one girl, Stanley. I'm sorry. It was just me and the one girl. The other girl was the delegate. And hey, Addie. And she and the other guy stayed at the hotel in Phoenix. So I ate this ice cream. This anyway. See, back in those days, I used to get very constipated when I traveled, and I forgot. I forgot I hadn't taken a poop in a couple of days, and well, I had that ice cream, and I could tell my stomach was rumbling. Well, I didn't want to say to the girl, what was bound to happen. But at this point, I realized going to the Grand Canyon was no longer an option. So I said, "Hey, it's already so and so. They said that the sunset in Sedona is super beautiful. Do you want to just go back to Sedona and we can hold off the Grand Canyon for some other time?" Was actually, yeah, she's like, yeah, that's a great idea. So we drove back to Sedona, this time down the mountain. That was an even better view, reaching Sedona from Flagstaff. And just as we got to Sedona, I found a public restroom, and I spent the next 30 minutes. 30 minutes in a Sedona public restroom, and oh my God. But after that, after I found her off shopping in some store, near the Y in Sedona, it's where all the tourist things are, whole bunch of shops. Um, not buying stuff, just browsing. Uh, we caught up. It was coming up on evening. I guess we had some food, and then we watched the sunsets from the highway, and uh, I was never so in love with a place before, and I don't know. We made it back to Phoenix that night. We told everybody how beautiful Sedona was, and life went on. For me, after we got home, I couldn't get Sedona out of my mind. A and it's not like I kissed her or anything. Nothing happened in Sedona. Uh, eh, the most interesting thing was we went to the bridge, and we took one picture where we were standing next to each other, but she had a boyfriend, and she made it clear he wasn't interested in anything at that time. So I respected that. And life was life. That was it. Um, but over the weeks and months after we got home, I just felt the attraction to Sedona. And this is where things are going to get weird. I felt like I could start to sense what she was thinking. And it turned out I started, and she admitted this, that we started having a connection. I would call her at just the right time, or just the wrong time, or at a very specific time. I call her. She was just about to call me, or she was just about to call someone else. I caught her in a couple of lies, I'll be honest. She said something, I said, "No, that's not true." And she'd look at me. I was like, "I don't know, but that's not true what you just said." She was right. She said, "You're right." And um, I remember one time she told me she was going to dinner with her boyfriend. And I said, "No, you're not." She said, "What do you mean?" I was like, "I know it. You're not going to dinner with so and so." Like, how do you do that? I was like, I don't know, but I do. So who are you really going to dinner with? And she's like, well, I was like, I feel it's an ex-boyfriend. It was, she was going to dinner with what she calls her first boyfriend, her high school boyfriend had tracked her down and was saying hello. And she was curious to see what he was up to. And they were going to bed. Which again, I don't, not my, really is not, wasn't me. I was just her friend, but I knew it. And I realized, okay, see, we did some strange things. Like around this time, I had gotten my first apartment. Again, technically, her and I friends, but she helped me get the apartment set up. And there was this day when we were just laying on the floor of the living room on the carpet. I carpeted everything. I like carpet. I carpet. My house was carpeted till I got sick. Anyway, so we're laying on the carpet floor. Brand new apartment, brand new carpet, and looking up at the ceiling, I have my feet towards the windows, and she has her feet towards the door, which is the opposite wall of the windows. And our heads are next to each other. Our eyes are basically all on the same horizontal, but she's up and I'm down, or I'm up, she's down, whatever you want to call it. Not towards the floor. Our faces are both pointed towards the ceiling. So we can get our brains as close together as possible. Because we were trying to see if we could telepathy. So as close to we could get our brains as possible. And at first there was nothing. There was nothing. But afterwards, maybe a little bit. And then I started reading up on Sedona. We'd already been to Sedona. And that's after coming back from Sedona, we started doing things like brain tests. It wasn't something we did before. So reading up on Sedona, apparently that's the kind of thing some people started doing, is that one of the vortexes, and it was a vortex, was one of the places we were at in Sedona, is a vortex that um, its power is to put compatible people. It makes compatible people closer, and incompatible people further apart. So, for whatever reason, I would say the vortexes knew we were compatible people. Now, she didn't have to think we were necessarily compatible, but I knew it. The vortexes knew it. And I think the whales knew it. Oh, I'm sorry if that didn't have a super interesting ending for anybody, but there are things. There's you okay, Mama Pray? Oh. Anyway, um, JP's of Sedona was an ancient Native American burial ground. Never bury your pets or dead there. I can't imagine the entire place was a burial ground. I'm sure there were tribes who lived there, and I'm sure they buried people. But I don't understand why you would say the whole place. JP says, "Come on, bird. It was a bird story. The journey is more fascinating than the ending." Well, I hope then I'm happy. I'm happy. You're happy. I had hoped I was going to hear from the X-ray by now. I'm gonna be honest. Um, anyway. Oh, you were making a reference to the movie Pet Sematary. Hmm. Thank you, Hakeem. Thank you, Thomas Potts. Who gave me RSV? I don't know. I don't know. Todd Jenny, thank you. Andy Garcia. Kapla. Dave G. Kapla. FKHC, hello. And Addie, I don't know if you're still here, Addie. Welcome again. Stanley went to visit the Grand Canyon. It was closed. Jesus Christ. Pop. Hey, Pop. Kapla. Thank you, Yvette. Okay. If anybody would like to come up on the panel and talk, I'm going to put in the link now. Join the panel. And I will pin it. Hmm. Oh. No, you guys probably don't care, but getting more phlegm up today than I did yesterday. So I would say that's an improvement. Uh, well, if no one wants to come up, that's fine. We can wait a minute. I'm sure I'll think of something else to say. I do need to tell Mama Pray, though, that when she's ready, I could eat some breakfast. Could you do uh the egg, the fried egg on an English muffin? Fried egg. One. One egg. Yeah. Flipped is fine, yeah. Little ketchup. Thank you. Oh, and cheese. Could you put a piece of cheese on? Yeah, like a mom McMuffin.
Right. A mom McMuffin.
Right, but only the one half of English muffin.
Would you like a savory garlic cheddar cheese?
No. One of my friends from college sent us a Christmas basket. Oh, a raspberry honey mustard.
Raspberry honey mustard. Savory
garlic,
cheddar cheese. Some kind of biscuits.
A bunch of biscuits.
Olive oil and sea salt biscuits.
Right, crackers.
Crackers, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Olive oil and sea salt.
summer sauce.
And summer sausage, which isn't really my thing, but it was very nice of them. And Thomas buys, then add some ranch dressing. No thanks. JP's had a phlegm fest in the shower last night. I guess I would love to be able to be rolled into the bathroom and just have the shower on, steam it up, get all that humidity in. Yeah.
You can be now. The manual wheelchair fits in that bathroom.
I can't. I physically I could, I guess. I am not up to getting in the manual chair. You are not up to getting me in the manual chair. I, yeah, I, I, uh, it could be done. The JP's, and potato wedges. Yeah. JP's, it wasn't all fun and games in that shower. I was seeing traces left and right and almost passed out. Yeah, I get you. I do. Um, I guess for me, I am often worried about passing out, but if I did, I mean, yeah, it would be terrible, but at least I wouldn't fall. I'm already in bed. Uh, it's so weird to like being on prednisone and still not having an appetite. I don't know. That's what I was going to ask my doctor, and I forgot to. Was if I could take uh, the pill for nausea, Zof. Oh, my blood pressure has also uh, been higher than usual, which I was hoping. Let's see. We'll do a live blood pressure test. I'm not really. The number was okay. It was a little high, but the heart rate, the blood pressure machine has a thing. I'm going to stop talking for a minute while it takes the blood pressure. I'm not going to yell. I'll just talk lowly. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's okay. First blood pressure this morning. Well, not the first, but first in a while without without an alarm. 130/88, and it was 79 heart rate. Anyway, what was happening before was every time I took the blood pressure, the machine would alarm and say there was a problem with my heart rate. It has this 3 heart symbol when it has a problem taking heart rate. Hey, JPs, welcome.
Hello.
Hello, my friend. How are you feeling? Yeah.
Better today.
Good. It's great.
It was almost touch and go last night. I was like, okay, do I go to the hospital?
Yeah.
Because I couldn't sleep on my back, couldn't sleep on my sides. Felt like somebody was sitting on my chest all night.
Oh, God.
I'm like,
I'm kind of in a similar position, but I know there's nothing they're going to do for me.
yeah.
The hospital, but it's like, what else are you supposed to do, man? Fuck. Fix me. Why isn't there a place? It's 2023.
Yeah.
Okay, why do we still exist in a society where when you're fucking feel awful, there's not a place you can just go and put yourself at the mercy of medical experts who will take care and see you through your medical needs for a day or 2 or 3, just till you get back up on your feet.
And stop just handing out pills.
Just come in, here's pills, goodbye.
Yeah.
Call us in the morning. No. I want you to bring me the pills in the morning. I'll pay. Just do your job. Thomas Potts says maybe those soybeans from Deej's farm made you sick. Hope you don't turn into a furry zombie. Thank you, Thomas.
Furry zombie.
So in all honesty, like, I tried to contact, and I don't know if she got it or not, and then I scared her away. An old nurse, one of Mr. Frank's, my bosses, she started as a nurse after he passed away. He actually continued on as a nurse for some of his extended family, and eventually she got a job professionally in nursing, and she was like moving up through the ranks. Last I saw, she was like a big wig at a private nursing company in Connecticut. So I was trying to get a hold of her to pick her brain on basically, did anything exist? Because if she did some private nursing stuff for rich people, so I wanted to find out, like, regardless of the cost, did anything like what I need, what I want exist?
Yeah.
The number I had for her was the same number. I knew she had it. It was the same number I had since we worked together. And I knew she kept that number for at least 6 or 7 years after we stopped working together. But that's still now, 15 years ago. So I have no idea if she still had the same number. So first, what I made the mistake was I called her. No, I don't need it. Thank you.
Apple juice.
Yes, please. Plain apple juice. So I'm sorry. I'm just about to eat. So I called her from my home phone, which I know she wouldn't. My cell, which is also the same, maybe she did.
Still like that when you call people and they don't give you leave a message or something and they don't even make an attempt to call you back.
Trey?
No, I'm good. Sorry, Jake. It's just give me another minute.
Sure, no problem. That's right. Light another cigarette. Do 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 do. There.
Going on, guys?
There you go. No more silence.
Yeah, I was gonna say I heard talking, and then when I came in here, it was like dead silent.
Bird just stepped away for a moment, so.
Oh, that's fine. How you doing, JPs?
I'm
Hey,
about
everybody
as
in chat. What's
entertaining
going
as
on, guys?
a thumbtack in your bum.
I can yeah. I'm actually kind of busy, but I did want to come up at least and say hi.
Okay, Mr. Ralph Lauren.
Ralph Lauren? Oh. Oh, God, too much fun. Here, I'll whoop. There we go.
Oh man. Your shirt is ugly.
Actually, I've gotten more compliments than less on these shirts.
Just
I don't know. They're just
the color scheme.
What, blue?
Yes, blue, teal, white.
What? Okay, you're crazy.
No, I'm not.
Blue and white. Teal, you get what? Just
There's
a stripe.
Yeah, there's a teal stripe there.
Yeah, it's a highlight. It takes attention away from my face.
Looks like you should be working in like Best Buy.
Okay, sorry about that, guys.
That's the worst insult
you
could ever actually tell a real computer person. You look like you work at Best Buy. That is like the worst.
I know. That's why I pulled it out.
Oh my God. Don't ever say that to me again. Please. Not unless I deserve it. Hey, Bill. God, my eye.
Thanks for coming up.
Hey, Bird. Yeah, of course.
Okay. Anyway, I was just calling pick your brain to see if there was some sort of nursing for however much it cost, whether it was, anything. And just where they send some good, not, listen, I know, I know there's people who come from every country and every background, but somebody who understands English as their primary language. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
I have no problem communicating with whatsoever, which is very hard. In New York City, like anybody you get in nursing seems to be a first generation or 0th generation from some other country, and they can have the best of intentions and the best heart,
and the
but
communication is
just
lacking.
fucking can't communicate with them. It makes everything so much harder. So I just want somebody who's a native English speaker. Okay.
Completely understandable.
Right. So like number one, that. Number two, they need to be smart. Like I don't know how to say it. I don't need somebody who passed their nursing test. I need somebody who could pass any basic test.
Yeah. And they've got to be people smart.
Yeah.
Because good bedside manner.
Yeah. And then also, for whatever reason, they have to not be afraid of catching what I have. Because obviously, if they're only there to help healthy people,
Sorry.
then I don't know what to say. It's good for them, but I need somebody who are willing to treat the sick. And obviously, I've got RSV. Many people, adults, have been around people with RSV and they don't get sick because they've already got their immunity to it. If you're a nurse and you're in a hospital, whatever, you're probably already immune to RSV. But so whatever, somebody who's had it, and what it would cost to get them here for a few days, a week, 2 weeks, whatever, and just be here to help, to do things at the direction of me and Mom will pray, and just take our minds off, worry. Mom will pray says she doesn't need this much, but I would just feel comfortable just knowing if they were out there. Not saying I was going to hire them, but does this place exist? Is there a place I could go to make a call if it says, listen, we're done. We need help, and not help for a year, just help for a week, say, or a day, 2 days. Is there somebody to call? Is it, I don't care. Like, honestly, if we need it for 2 or 3 days and it was $1,000 a day, it would hurt. But I want to know if that's what it costs. Is there a place for $1,000 a day? I don't have 1,000 to throw out all the time, but is that something that even exists?
Yeah.
Is it 500 a day? No. That's still a lot of money, but I get closer to what is it? What's that number? Is there a number? And if not, there is, and I suspect there isn't. And that's what I just don't get.
No, so basically, it sounds like you're looking for someone that's an on-call, temporary, in-home care for times when, like, let's say you get sick and Mama Prey may get sick, or she's just really tired, and someone that can help out.
Yeah.
It's not all the time. Yeah.
I guess that's what it is. I guess let's see, but my boss, he did it, but he got 4 people full time, and he made them employees. So, I mean, he was paying 4 $50,000 a year salaries at the start, and he gave them raises and bonuses as the time went on. So yeah, I don't have $50,000 a year to hire somebody like that, but I don't know. I just imagine there would be qualified people willing to do the work if they knew the work was available.
Yeah, like up here, they've got what's called home care agencies. But
they have
that's
them here
something,
too.
that's something that you're describing where it's like people that are fresh off the boat, or they're like first generation, and yeah, there's the whole communication thing there with them generally.
Well, here's the thing. They have those types of places here. I tried calling them before. And regardless of how much it was costing the person per hour or whatever. When it came all said and through, they were like, "Yeah." They're like, "Well, we can't help you." I was like, "What do you mean?" You know, they're like, "Well, we don't have enough people to do it," or whatever. They don't have. Oh, they understand. They don't have enough staff. They don't have enough staff to have more nurses to accommodate me. I was like, so I went through all this, and they can't even do anything. They're going to try to hire another person, which, by the way, we never heard back from any of them.
Yeah.
So it's like, what the fuck? Even if I wanted to hire a nurse, even if I wanted to hire a nurse at $120 an hour, there's no place to do it. The couple of places I called, they were like, "Yeah, we're goodbye." I I'm dumbfounded. I guess, I hate the only other option is to like advertise yourself, try to find somebody, and
And what you would want to probably look for is a semi-retired RPN or a retired RPN,
yeah,
which is a registered practicing nurse.
yeah.
I don't know if they have those designations in these states or not.
They
but
have similar.
yeah,
They have
where
similar.
basically like they can administer medication and do everything you need minus prescribing.
What'd you say, Mom?
Remember the people agency said?
Oh man.
I mean, the guy that wanted to be paid because we didn't know where to get off the bus, and he showed up when it was time for him to leave.
Yeah, that was.
Can you just say I was here?
No, that's not a nurse, but those.
No.
Yeah, aides. Those are health aides.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have health aides here, but those people are literally bottom of the barrel. I mean, again, I'm sure a few of them have their heart in the right place, but I mean, they advertise for health aides in like places with people with zero other skills and zero drive to do anything, and
Yeah,
like
up here as well, healthcare
last
aides.
resort.
It's like their designation as a healthcare aide. They come in, they make the meals, they bathe the person, they do laundry, and clean where they live. That's about it.
Yeah, and unfortunately, they are not qualified.
Yeah.
To deal with the stuff I need.
Oh yeah,
My
completely.
equipment and my needs. Yeah, I need skilled nursing. Yeah. Skilled nursing and a brain. And you know what? I'll take the brain and we can tell them deal with the skills as long as they're not going to get sick over, you know, human issues, fluids.
Yeah.
Thomas says, "I'll take care of you for $700 a day. I have no clue what to do, but I'll take the money." Yeah, Mount Prairie said, What time can you be here, Thomas?" I am only half joking, but we teach you what you need to do. I mean, it's going to be a lot of nastiness. There's gonna be poop cleaning involved.
No. That's why I could never do a job like that, man.
But there are people out there that just somehow doesn't
I
bother them.
see it, I smell it, and I'm puking.
Well, you can't be worse than Rex. I wake up and there's crap all over the floors, and I have to pick it up all the time. When can I start?
That's different. It's dog poop.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Is there different levels of poop?
Yes. Dog poop, cat poop. It's bearable.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
People poop
Really?
is not bearable.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Same thing with people puke.
Dear Lord.
I even hear someone gagging, and the slightest thought of someone else puking, I puke.
I wish I could puke. I can't
No.
puke anymore. It's been a year. It's been decades
Really?
since I've actually thrown up. Like I don't think my muscles are strong enough to vomit anymore. I dry heave.
Oh,
but
that's worse. Oh God.
I feel like a good puke would help sometimes. No, because like when I was younger, I mean, I didn't puke a lot, but when I did, I felt better. Right? Like after you puke,
You usually do after you puke.
you do, yeah. Like for me, I always used to feel better.
Any of you guys ever have one of those spaghetti pukes? Where you puke it out and it comes out your mouth and your nose, and then you're stuck with like a chunk of spaghetti in your nose.
Well, you pull it through. We pull it out.
Exactly.
Nothing up my sleeves. Oh, keeps going. Oh man, it's funny. All right.
Something is off. I mean, I can tell. My brain, like I don't know what to do today. I've got to be blunt, at some point I'll have to poop today. But I don't know. I have the strength. Oh, here's this call. Let's see. So hello.
I'll be right back. I gotta go take a leak.
Okay, that was the X-ray guy. He'll be here in 45 minutes to an hour, and he can use the front steps. So anyway, guys, And now I know he's coming. I got to get ready for that. So I think we will I'll call it a stream. Thank you everyone for hanging out. LDG, JP, anything you guys want to say?
Nilbert, have a good one. Everybody,
Thank
thanks
you.
for coming by.
Thanks again, Jedi Bill and Thomas. If you're serious, let me know. Kapla all stream a bird out.
Oh, bye.